Good morning from Westexe Paddling Pool here in Tiverton, where this morning campaigners met to protest against a potential mothballing of the pool as Mid Devon District Council, who run and maintain the paddling pool here in Westexe, look to make savings of almost £1 million.
Good morning everyone, thank you for coming. My name is Stephen Pugh and I'm one of your 5 town Westexe councillors and one of the 3 district councillors for Westexe. Even though I stood for election in the by-election 2 years ago as a Conservative, I stand, as soon as I was elected, obviously representing people of all political beliefs, and I'm not here this morning to make any political points. I'm not here to point the finger of blame as to why we have reached this point. There may be valid arguments from some people that it was a Conservative cabinet, that it was the money being poured into 3 rivers. It may be any number of things which may or may not be true. But I am not here, and I don't believe you are here for the next 15 minutes to discuss that. The time for that could well be at the council meeting on Wednesday. Okay? Now, in the future, the town council may take responsibility for the pool and for other assets in the Westexe Park and elsewhere. That might be a good thing. That is for a further discussion later. So I've organised this meeting this morning with one sole purpose, which is to focus on how we all can get the district council to make the necessary change on Wednesday evening to keep the paddling pool open. Now, the online petition has been a great success. There's over 1,300 names at the moment, which hopefully we'll be presenting to the council. There's also a paper copy going round for anyone who hasn't signed the online one. Now, I looked at the reasons that people are writing for why they think the pool should be kept open. And here's some of them. It's part of the fabric of the town for children, parents and grandparents. It's well used by local families, especially in the long school holiday. It's important for those on low incomes and with a small or no garden. It's difficult for many to afford frequent trips to the leisure centre pool. It's an important safe community meeting space for families. Early childhood development, in particular water confidence and socialising with others, takes place here under the supervision of parents and carers, and it's also used by pupils from local special needs schools. Therefore, many people use it and value it. As you may be aware, Mid Devon District Council are trying to correct a budget shortfall by a combination of increasing charges and reducing costs. Specifically, with regard to Westexe paddling pool, the District Council has asked the Town Council for additional financial support, which, if it's not forthcoming, they say the pool will have to be mothballed. I've been approached as councillor for Westexe by a number of very concerned parents who do not wish to lose this popular facility. The figure proposed by the District Council is approximately £8,000 to keep the paddling pool open for the year. We have requested and are still awaiting a detailed breakdown of those costs to see exactly what they're for. Now, the Town Council has a meeting on the 27th of March where it will consider that request and look at the detailed breakdown of the costs. However, the District Council meets to decide the budget and therefore the issue of the pool this Wednesday on the 8th of March. So what can we do? Number 1, in general, make your voices heard, which you have done very well indeed on social media and the online petition, and writing to the Gazette letters page. Because believe it or not, Lewis, people still read the Gazette, and that will reach those of you. It will reach those people who are not online, and in particular, it will land on the desk of those officers of the council. Now, in particular, I am asking you all, or as many as possible, to consider coming to Phoenix House next Wednesday, the 8th of March. First of all, from 5:30, outside the building with some posters and banners, which I see some people have already made, so that the arriving councillors can see how strongly you feel. Then inside, from 6 o'clock, so that they are aware of your presence. It's not that they've just walked past you and now you've gone away. You are sitting there and they are aware that you are listening to what they say and what they decide. Now, under item 2 of the council agenda, public question time, you are entitled to make a point and to ask a question. There is a procedure for how to do this, which I put on the board, which means you have to email your name and etc, etc. It's all on the board. If you think you might like to ask a question on this or make a point, please wait behind afterwards so we can talk about it. Because it's important that those people doing that coordinate what they're saying rather than just repeating the same point. Next, bring the petition, either the written one or the online one, however we're able to do that, to give to the chairman to make the point of how many people have shown an interest in supporting this. And then finally, under item 8 of the agenda, which is to do with the budget, I intend to ask for an amendment to safeguard the pool. Now, in order to do that, I will need another councillor to second the amendment. There'll be arguments for and against, and then it goes to a vote. Now, it's possible it may take some time. The last council meeting took 4 hours. It might take some time to get to item 8. So do not feel that you have to remain there for all those hours. What you can do is to continue listening to the debate on Zoom. And I've put the password connection on my notice for you so you can do that. Now then, all the details essentially of what I've just said are on that notice board, which is why I've said take a photograph so you've got the details you need, because there's no way you can remember all this. Now at the end, if you do want to go and ask some questions and you want a quick chat about some advice, please stay behind. Now then,
A lot of you probably thinking now, oh yes, there's an election coming up, May the 2nd, May the 4th. Where have we been up to now? Stephen is Conservative, Wally Independent. Wally does a lot for Britain and Bloom. Stephen's done a lot for Westexe. I've tried and failed. I won't be standing on May the 4th. I've had enough of Mid Devon. I've had enough of the chief executive spending $2,000 on a chair, and we've got a penny pick on things like this. The first positive thing I'll do is put up £1,000 of my own money towards a paddling pool. Now, nobody else has got to follow suit. There are ways of raising money towards it. On May the 4th, you will have a vote. Everybody in Tiverton, some of you may not come from the Westexe ward. I don't say we've failed you, we've tried, but bureaucracy. Stephen's asked you to come next Wednesday. Please turn up. I'll second his motion. I can do that before I retire to my estate in the country. As you know, I came from here. I came from Cottylands. This was it when I was a kid. Les the same. We're both Cottylands people. People turned up the other week about the car parking. And what happened? Oh, where'd they come from? One of the councillors, he didn't mean it. I said, why they turned up? what are they doing here? You're the people. It's yours. I absolutely recommend Stephen here. He's doing a good job with this. Support him. And I've also got somebody else who will also put financial money into the paddling pool for this year. Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Ron.